The manager and the board, they took decisions that are not helping the team. They dished out 3 of their forwards, they didn't get replacement for them. You and the board are taking decisions that are against the team. Now, the manager, you don't have enough numbers on the bench. You and the board are taking decisions that are against the team. Mason Greenwood scenario came up and you ousted him just like you just threw him out of the club and you loaned him to Getafe. Is that Getafe? Now he's playing good football. Okay, we don't know. But we all know his ability and capability. But the second thing that happened to Anthony, you threw him out of the club. Okay, you suspended him. You didn't have a backup. And now Jadon Sancho made a controversial statement and he said, he counter statement to what the manager said. But what did you do again? You suspended him. How many forwards do you have left in the club? In the team? How many attackers do you have left? You dished Mason Greenwood, you dished Anthony, you loaned out, you sold Elanga, you dished Jadon Sancho again. You only have Rashford, Greenwood, Pellistri, Garnacho, 4 forwards. 2 of them are academy products. They're youngsters. They are not quality players yet. They're upcoming. How many wingers do you have now in the team? And who are the players to make the difference in the club? So you ask yourself these questions, you don't get answers. And Manchester United, a team to look out for this season to get the top 4? I don't see that happening. Why? Because the decisions the board and the manager are taking are affecting the club. Or is affecting the club. And your tactics, you played with 2 forwards, not enough to trouble Brighton's defense. 2 forwards, Brighton fullback were all over the place. They were running at you. Lamptey, the other guy, pushing the ball forward. Why? Because they had nobody to keep them at bay. They had nobody to make them not to come out. They had the freedom. There was nobody. There was no winger there who could, try to take on these Brighton fullbacks. There was nobody there who could take them on, make them sit in their defense and not to come out to threaten you. But they were all over the place. The midfield, United, they lost. Couldn't control the midfield. It's a problem. The manager and the board, they took decisions that are not helping the team. They dished out 3 of their forwards. They didn't get replacement for them. They are blaming Marcus Rashford, stingy, selfish player. Of course, he's a striker. Sometimes strikers are stingy. I don't blame him for not scoring. I don't blame him for not passing the ball to Højlund. But you took out Højlund and put in a player who has not scored I don't know when last he scored. When last he came on and changed the game. That's the problem you're having. Decisions the manager is taking, decisions the board is taking are what is killing this club. I think that the midfield players were lacking. They didn't create enough chances. The forwards, they were nowhere to be found. 2 forwards, they can't affect the game. 2 players on the bench, you dished your 3 forwards. I remember when Zuma had a problem, a disciplinary problem. David Moyes kept on playing him. He didn't suspend him, he didn't oust him. Because he knew that Zuma is an important player for him. But he was being investigated by hitting a cat. He committed a crime against the country. He was being investigated, Zuma, but the manager was still playing him. Don't you even ask yourself, why was the manager playing Zuma, David Moyes? He kept on playing Zuma, fielding him week in, week out. He never kept him on the bench. He never dished him out. He never suspended. Because he trusts this guy. He knows that this guy has got quality. He knows what he brings to the club. But you have a player who is currently being investigated. You didn't even know whether it's true or false. You dished him out. The other guy threw him out, loaned him to La Liga. You don't do things like that. And you don't have numbers on the bench. You don't have replacement. You didn't get replacement. But you chose to struggle. You chose to play with no wingers. Then recall this guy. It's a problem. The board and the manager, they are making decisions that are not affecting, are not helping United.